Planning Commission meeting. Planning Commission meeting for February. I'm Rich Spiker. I'm Vice Chair and acting today. Mark Klecker, I know, is absent. Tony Manzanowski is not here. Colin?
Present.
Jason?
Present.
Okay, so we have a quorum and can proceed. First item on the agenda is approval of the January 17th, 2023 meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next item is a minor subdivision at 2366 Buffalo Road. Is there anyone here to speak on it?
I did get an email from the property owner. I'm not sure whether I actually haven't even had a chance to look at it, but there wasn't confirmation on whether somebody was going to be here to answer any questions, but I can certainly answer any questions as far as the subdivision itself. I did review the proposal. As you can see, there's an existing house on the lot. It's kind of a double lot. There's an existing house. I was informed that the intent to cut the house off from the rest of the property is so that this property behind, which is landlocked, would have access. I don't know that they're going to combine the two lots, but at least that was going to be dedicated to provide access to the landlocked parcel. Now you will see that I asked them to file a letter of modification, a modification request, because it technically doesn't meet the 60-foot width requirement.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that all of the other houses on that block, which is over by the old Meadowbrook factory,
Mm-hmm.
all of the other lots are 40-foot lots. So this would fall in line with, creating a similar size lot. And there was no intention that I'm aware of to build on that lot. It was going to be used to basically for an access way. If, however, they choose to build on it, obviously they would have to meet all the setback requirements and things of that nature.
Okay. Either of you have any questions, concerns?
I mean, I feel like it would have been helpful if one of them were here just to provide some of those details, even if they are hypotheticals, to understand a bit better.
Okay. We have a motion to approve this minor subdivision.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Item 4, blighted property designation.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. In front of you today is a resolution for the Planning Commission to designate blighted 35 properties that were blighted by the Blighted Property Review Committee over many, many different dates and times, probably over the last 5 to 7 years. It's, like I said, it's 35 properties, 22 of which are part of the Redevelopment Authority's ARP Blight Mitigation Program. The other 13 properties are part of the Erie Land Bank's 2023 work plan. So together, the 35 properties is an aggressive fight toward blight within the city of Erie and an effort to mitigate those hazards and try to aggressively push those vacant properties and mitigate those out of the neighborhoods. So there's a lot of properties there. Unless you want to speak on one property in particular, I mean, I can highlight a couple troubled properties. I'm sure code enforcement would be down here to tell you that every single one of them is a troubled property and something that should be taken care of a lot sooner than we have now. But we have 901 West 4th Street, which is the old 901 Sports Bar and Grill, Bayview Tavern, on the corner there of 4th and Plum. There's 1408 West 8th Street, property out there right as you get off the bayfront that's been vacant for some time. A couple properties on East Avenue, along with ECAT and their push toward that East Avenue corridor, an effort to continue the revitalization that the land bank has over there. We acquired 2 properties over the last year on East Avenue as well. So just some properties that, continue to, like I said, fit the plan of the redevelopment authority's blight mitigation. So.
Okay. Anybody have questions for Mr. Skipper? Huh? Yes, yeah. I'll note that I am the Planning Commission's designated member to the Blighted Property Review Committee. I attend every month.
And you would tell us if there was any concerns, right? So,
Yeah, no, I
make a motion to approve.
So I just had one quick, question on that. Would it be possible going forward, so first off, I think it's great to see this many properties moving forward. Would it be possible to, in those packets, see what, if any, crime stats may be associated with those properties going forward?
Yeah, we certainly-
obviously not looking to get, you go back for this. I think it's great, but I think it'd be helpful just more visibility into the impact some of these are having.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wait a second.
I make a motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Awesome.
Thank you.
you.
Yep. Keep up the good work. Next item, we're having a discussion on housing and shelters for homeless. Dave, are you going to kick off the discussion?
I'm Dave Forrest, I'm a planning director, and just to bring you up to speed, Mr. Nelson and Jake and I had a conversation with a couple of gentlemen who are involved in the homeless permanent supportive housing initiative, because the last time we met and talked about incorporating homeless shelters and transitional housing in our zoning regulations, you asked that we try to get some experts to come in and give you some guidance. So we did have a good conversation, but they're sort of in the process of development right now, and they felt reluctant to come before the board, even necessarily with anything out of general. So we're back to square one, I guess, and we'll try to identify some resources for you so you can get sort of up to speed with the issue and how to address it through our zoning. But maybe you have some other thoughts on that as well that you want to share.
Well, it's certainly something that I think needs to be addressed. It appears there's a hole or a gap in our current zoning ordinance with regard to the location for these facilities. And I think that the discussion we